All right, there we go. About a minute early. I am live. The doors are open. Let me get tuned up, while others tune in. Z's here. Good to see you, dude. There we go. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. First one in the door, so you get the best seats in the house. We'll wait for some others to check in. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Good to see you, man, as always. Glad you're here. It's 7:01, so we'll. Others are probably just realizing, oh yeah, it's Wednesday night. Cindy's here. Happy Wednesday! Yay! I'm always happy when you check in. I know sometimes it's just for a minute, and then, but whenever you can stay, I'm glad. And I'm so glad my tribe's members are getting to know each other. We'll have another opportunity next month, so looking forward to that on the 26th. Hope everybody's having a good week, middle of the week. Today were no bookings for me, so I got errands done. My car, my beautiful new Batmobile, has been getting dirty and muddy and all kinds of stuff from my trips to the Salt River and Canyon Lake, mostly the river. So I went in and had its first really high-end, almost detailed treatment, all the leather and everything, so it looks beautiful. Pretty expensive. That's not a everyday occurrence, but I got that done and some other stuff today. Went to one of my favorite little hole-in-the-wall Mexican food restaurants in Chandler and had tacos. I haven't been there in months and months and months, so that was nice. So anyway, welcome. Good to see you all here. We'll give it another minute or two, allowing some time and space for others to join us. Thank you for taking the time to tune in, as always. I'm grateful and appreciate it. There's my friend Jenna. Hi there. Happy Wednesday. I'm so glad you tuned in. I've got a song for you and your family. So I'm just waiting. Give it another minute or so for some others. Jen, let me get my, I want to play a warm-up song, get my pipes warmed up, and then I've got a song dedicated to your family, because you just lost your dad, who was a great guy. So I was honored to be able to attend his memorial service last weekend. So a song came to mind, and so I wanted to dedicate it to you and your family. So we'll get to that. Jean's here. Hi, Jean. welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. I got my Kelsey cup here, mug, so I got to get back to that frosty margarita beverage thing occasionally. Those are good that you turned me on to. So tonight it's Teflon for the blood, the red stuff. So here's to you. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you all here. As always, even if it's a small group, it is a very distinguished group. So glad to have you here. And let me get some music going. I want to get my pipes warmed up, and then I got a special dedication for my friend Jenna and her family. So let's warm up with a little Steve Poltz for lovers everywhere and anyone with freckles on their face. I love everything about you. I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips, dear. You've got fireworks in your head. I love the way you bring me water. When I'm thirsty in your bed, I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You've got the devil in your eyes. You disappear without a trace. Well, I love sneaking up behind you, when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear. Without guilt and without fear, I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. Oh, all right, a little Steve Poltz to kick off our Wine Down Wednesday. Welcome. And my friend Faith is here. Hi there, beautiful. Thanks for checking in. So good to see you. I know you have a busy life too. We rarely cross paths, but thanks for joining in tonight. So glad to have you here. Welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Okay. So my friend Jenna, she's my longest tenured friend of anyone that's checked in here tonight, because we kind of grew up in the youth group in church, and so that was a special time, and for all of our families, and that was kind of my peer group as a teenager. So we hadn't seen each other in a long time, but Jen just lost her father, and he had a great name, John Wayne. John Wayne Eckhart Jr. And I didn't know that till his memorial over the weekend. That was so cool. Sad to lose him, but what a great middle name. So anyway, he was a really quiet guy. He had a big presence and a huge heart. And also last week, we lost Don Everly from the Everly Brothers. And then some of you know, about 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine, my stylist, passed away from COVID at 44, leaving her teenage daughter, and I went to her memorial the week before. So when I went to Jen's dad's memorial, this song came to me, and because it was an Everly Brothers song, and anyway, I wanted to play it. So I think I've done this. I used to do this in my live shows at the coffee shop in Gilbert, but it's been a long time, several years, so I had to kind of go over it again. So, Jenna, this is for you and your family. It just kind of reminded me of when we lose people or when we miss someone, how we can kind of connect with them in a way and creatively. That's what this song was about. So this is to you guys. Dream, 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 dream when I want you in my arms and I want you and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I could make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away, and I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I could make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away, and I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 just dream. There you go. So Jenna, that's to you and your family, and I just wanted to dedicate that to all of you, and to the memory of your dad, who was a great guy. And so thanks for taking the time to tune in. Yeah, sorry I missed you on Sunday. I had it at the ready, but I've been keeping it right there at the top of my list, and so that's for you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and cheers to the memory of your pop, who was a great guy, and we'll always hold him here, and I know he'll always be with you. And so it was wonderful seeing you and your brother and your mom, and some of the other families and stuff. Really enjoyed that. We haven't seen each other in decades, and yet there's just people like that you could just see, and then it's like time hasn't passed in terms of being able to just talk. So that's how I felt, and it was really wonderful seeing you. So so glad you had that service, and glad to be a part of it. So that's the one I wanted to play, the dedication to John Wayne Eckhart Jr. Man, what a great name. First and middle name, that's awesome. He was like a cowboy too. I mean, just that he had that presence and spirit. That last picture you posted, that black and white, he reminded me of like an old West cowboy. I thought it was a great photo. So I don't know who took that, but that was awesome. He had his head turned like this to the side profile. It was fantastic. All right, am I all caught up? I think so. On check-ins and comments. So fantastic. So let me see. Oh, I have I've actually got 2 weddings I'm officiating. One tomorrow, mid-morning, out here in the East Valley at a beautiful preserve. And then I've got another one Saturday. So I always try to find some music that's fitting. And so this couple said, well, we have this one song and I'd never heard of it, so I just started playing around with the chord progression before I went live. But I've done this one before in weddings, and this is from Elvis's Blue Hawaii, so it was the wedding song. So I might do this tomorrow. This is maybe a warm-up. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can tell, falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can tell, falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can tell, falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. All right, it's never a bad time for a little Elvis on Wind Down Wednesday, and Thank you so much for checking in. Cheers. Sip them if you got them. It's good to see you here. As always, let me just verify. No new check-ins or comments. I see some hearts going up there. Thank you. It's hard to tell whether people are still checked in or not, so if not comments, then those little hearts and thumbs up let me know somebody's out there watching, so, which is always nice. Let me see. So I just kind of, lately these days, not a lot of time for rehearsal, but I let my muse kind of just guide me in my set list. Oh, I got a big comment there. Hang on. Oh, it's Jenna. She's beautiful. I realized as I was explaining to my kids on Saturday night who you were. We haven't seen each other since the week before I got married in '82. Wow. Over 39 years, was it really? Oh my gosh. It was like I had just seen you. Oh, hang on. I'm scrolling down. There we go. Yeah, I felt the same way. Only I didn't know why you jumped. I felt like I scared you. I mean, I'm older, but I don't have a Halloween look. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I think it was just you were startled because there I was. It was, that's the story I told myself anyway. I'm sticking to it. It's like I just seen you. It was wonderful to have you at Dad's. I was so honored to be there. It meant more than you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Dad loved Westerns. He had seen every one of John Wayne's movies. With a name like that, absolutely. I'll bet he had. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it was a wonderful ceremony. I learned stuff about your dad. Not only did he have a cool middle name, I learned how much he loved snacking. So I feel a little bit better about too many frozen pizzas from Sprouts. That was great. Those stories were awesome. Obviously, your dad had a huge presence. He was quiet, spoken, but he did have a presence and a huge heart. And everybody there testified to that. It was a wonderful service. Thank you so much for posting that. So those of us that could make it joined in celebrating his life with you. I was grateful and honored to be there. So thank you. Okay. Yeah, so Labor Day weekend's coming up. My muse is saying, play a little Jimmy Buffett to the only Jimmy Buffett I know to recognize that. Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. And I've got my hush puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter rock and roll. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you so. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer, rented cars and westbound trains. And now you're off on vacation, something you tried to explain. And darling, it's I love you so, and that's the reason I just let you go. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back on my side. I can't help it, honey, you're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana, we said there'd be no room to die. I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know that it's pretty up there. We could go hiking on Tuesday. We with you I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin, and I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Oh yeah, perfectly timed for the upcoming Labor Day weekend. So I had to throw in a little bit of Jimmy Buffett for that. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Glad to see you guys are still here. I think so. It's hard to tell who's still here and who's not. So Jenna, if you're still watching, this would have been, these I call my old friends. So there's some of the earliest songs from my teenage years that have still kind of hung around. And although I trained classical flamenco when I was 9, my finger-picking style is largely influenced by James Taylor and most of all Jim Croce. So Jen, you might remember I probably played this at some time in youth group when we were teenagers. So it's my favorite Jim Croce song, and so I suddenly got influenced. I should play that since you're here and would remember it. So here we go. Well, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but what I've got to say can't wait. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange, but every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Every time the time was right, all the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but there's something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand, every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Man, a good song is always going to be a good song. The late great Jim Croce. And one of my oldest friends, I call them. Z says you can never go wrong with a Jim Croce song. I know. I love that you love Jim Croce. Jen says one of my favorites of yours. Oh, cool. You remembered. So my muse just reminded me of this. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday, everybody. If you're checked in and haven't said hello, please do. As always, even if it's a small, it is always an esteemed group of my tribe's members, so thanks for checking in. So I play this occasionally, and Jen, thinking about your dad loving those John Wayne movies because his middle name was Wayne. That's so cool. I play this occasionally in the story. This is a Townes Van Zandt song. So Townes was a prolific folk singer-songwriter, influenced generations of singer-songwriters, and he passed way too early back in the 70s. But he wrote this song. You can go to YouTube and watch him tell the story. So he wrote this song about two Mexican bandits on the run. And 2 weeks later, he was watching this is the late 60s, so he was watching like an old Western television show in black and white. And he said that show that day was about two Mexican outlaws with the same exact two names as the guys he wrote in this song 2 weeks prior. Completely unrelated. And I just thought, that is so cool. So in the early 90s, I think I was just getting out of the Air Force. Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard, I think, had a big hit with this. But Townes Van Zandt wrote it, and you can go watch him perform the original from a documentary on YouTube. And so it's kind of a nice little Western song. So knowing that your dad loved the Wild West and John Wayne movies and stuff reminded me I should probably play this. I haven't done this in a little while, so here's the original Townes Van Zandt. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breast as hard as kerosene. You're once your mama's only son, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the borders down in Mexico. And no one heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Pick it. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. Dust the Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but say a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the federales said they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Woo! Huh. That is still a great song. The late great Townes Van Zandt. Vern is here. Hi, V. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. So, Jenna, this one popped into my head again. I think I did play this last week. I don't do it very often. So this goes back to about 7th grade for me. It's a Michael Martin Murphey song. I always loved it, but I never learned it until like 2 years ago. And the intro and the outro on the album version are beautiful piano, but it's way too melodic and it was too difficult to transpose to guitar. So a couple of years ago when I was starting to play with it, I remembered that I've got hundreds of pieces of music in my iMac, in my recording program. And I remember I was just playing around with this little chord progression. And I pulled it up to listen to it, and I thought, you know, that might work as an intro and outro for that song. And it, lo and behold, is in the same key. So so I've added this in, and it's about horses, and this was Michael Martin Murphey wrote this song, and I heard years later he had a dream about this woman that came to him on a horse, and then he woke up, and he's a real life cowboy too. He's a cowboy who just happens to be a singer, and he's still around in his 70s, but he wrote this song. I remember hearing this on radio when I was in middle school. And I've always loved it, so the intro and the outro are mine, but the song is by Michael Martin Murphey, so here we go. Comes down Yellow Mountain on a dark flat land she rides, on a pony she named Wildfire, with a whirlwind by her side, on a cold Nebraska night. They say she died one winter when there came a killing frost, and that pony she named Wildfire busted down his stall. In a blizzard he was lost. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. By the dark of the moon I planted, but there came an early snow. There's been a hoot owl howling by my window now 6 nights in a row. She's coming for me, I know, and on Wildfire we're both gonna go. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire. On wildfire we're gonna ride. I'm gonna leave, start busting behind. Get these hard times right on out of our minds, riding wildfire. Woo! Man, that's still such a good song. Michael Martin Murphey, Wildfire. V says, happy Wednesday. So good to see you here. And V, give me a request. I know you like Hope Floats. Was it? I can't remember. It's hard for me to keep up with requests. Was it you that asked that I continue to keep Humble and Kind in my song rotation? I can't remember. Somebody did. So type me in a request there, friend. So good to see you. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. And as you all know, or may not know, even if you check in late, that's okay. I archive all of these shows within a minute, pretty much, of finishing, so you can always go back or have friends. I set my privacy settings to public for these, so friends of friends, people that aren't connected to me on Facebook can still go back and watch them. So I just make them public to anybody who needs some uplifting music during the week. And so that'll be there. So if you got a song request, if not, I'll just keep letting my muse tell me what to play, and I'll do that. That or Country Strong. Oh, yeah. Cindy, you sound fantastic. Oh, bless you. You have such a beautiful heart. Thank you so much. That was nice of you. Oh, Country Strong. Yes, indeed. So, not that anybody is following with bated breath my daily posts or should. On the 22nd, a few days ago, it was a red letter day. I realized it's been 10 years since my what could have been a fatal car crash, but wasn't, in South Carolina happened on my last contract in nuclear power. And by the grace of God and Mercedes Engineering, the side airbag saved my life. So a lot of you know that story. And so while I was 2,000 miles away from home, 2 knee surgeries, sitting there trying to, in my little rental, trying to heal over some pretty crazy trauma I'd never had happen before, nor would I wish on anyone. I had pulled up my my iPad and or my laptop, and I was looking through my iTunes library, and I came across this song. It was a soundtrack to that movie Country Strong with Gwyneth Paltrow, and so I had downloaded it previously, and I had heard this song, but like Springsteen talks about, songs take over, they take on different meaning over time. They can. And so I heard this song, and I just sat there in tears, and I said, when I heal, I'm going to learn it. So V's heard that story, and I forgot all about that. It was to even mention that was the 10-year anniversary. It's 10 years since I got, 10 years. I came home in 2012, so it's 10 years since that crash happened, August 22nd. So this was the song, and thank you for, I wouldn't have thought of this one, B. So this is the song, and it could be any of our song, really, but I personalized the lyrics as we do with music, and became kind of personal to me, and so I started playing it after I was able to do Heal. So by request. When the stars line up, you catch a good break, and people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace, and it can happen so fast. We're a little bit late, timing is everything. And I've had close calls when it could have been me, and I was young when I learned just how fragile life can be. I lost friends of mine because it wasn't my time, and timing is everything. And I could have been a child that God took home, I would have been one more unfinished song. When it seems a rhyme is hard to find, that's when one comes along just in time. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain 'cause you were soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. Timing is everything. I could have been another minute late. You never would have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love is hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. Well, you can call it fate, destiny. Sometimes it really seems like it's a mystery, 'cause you can be hurt by love or healed by the same. Timing is everything. And it can happen so fast or a little bit late. Timing is everything. And as my friend Steve Flowers used to say, I believe that's true. Oh, let me get caught up. Did Country Strong? See, that's what I love about my tribe. People that haven't even met you will wish you a happy birthday on here, will send condolences like Cindy just did. That's I love about my friends. They all have same wiring and beautiful hearts. So, Cindy, that was beautiful. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for the request, V. Thank you. Time goes by so fast here. Welcome to Wine on Wednesday. If you're joining us and haven't checked in, but you're watching, thanks for being here. Do leave a comment or say hello so we know you're there and we can welcome you. So I don't play much of my own music, which is weird. It's always astounded me. It's always an afterthought. So anyway, I haven't done this in a while, and I know there's a few of you out there that like this. So this is the last song I wrote, maybe 4 years ago, and my life has just gone in other directions and stuff. So here's the last song I wrote called Sunshine Day. When the daylight breaks in, I'm drowning in my bed. I've been adrift all night with you, swimming in my head. Touching hands, but we ain't talking. I grab my boots and I go out walking on a sunshine day. My way downtown and I'm passing by your place. The only peace I found is at the altar of your grace. Ring your bell, say if you're home. It ain't well to be alone on a sunshine day. I want to close my eyes, heal your bruise and steal your blues away. Time's on our side, ain't no need to hide, babe, just cast those fears away. On a Now many friends have come and gone, times will change, but a heart wants what it wants, this truth remains. Every door has got its key, just open up and come with me on a sunshine day. Yeah, we got time, wash those worries away and just drink in these words I say. On a sunshine day. There's this truth down in my soul that you can't shake. It's a heart I've etched in stone, no one can break. Any fruit can turn to wine, every rose blossoms with time and a sunshine day. Your eyes, it ain't no thing, they'll sing your blues away. Everything is fine, it's safe outside, babe. Hey, what do you say? Ain't no need to hide. Set your troubles aside, put your clouds away. Just come on out and play. On a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day, on a sunshine day. Woo! All right, that's my original Sunshine Day. Wow, the time passes so quickly on these Wind Down Wednesdays, my Fiesta Friday, and then Soulful Sunday, 3 nights a week for you. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And as always, I'm honored to see you and play some music. I'm all caught up, I think, on check-ins and comments. Let me see. I've got time for one more. I was just thinking what I should play. And I hadn't done this in a long time. And then last month, I went live for the first time from our clubhouse here in Superstition Canyon. And I had forgotten all about this song. And so I played it that night. I went, oh, I got to add that back in. So I want to end on this one tonight. Thank you so much for joining in, taking time out from your midweek day. Always good to see you. This is a little big town. And I've got a girl crush. Hate to admit it, but I've got a heart rush. Ain't slowing down. I've got it real bad. Want everything she has. That smile and that midnight laugh she's giving you now. And I wanna taste her lips because they taste like you. And I wanna drown myself in a bottle of her perfume. And I want her long blonde hair, and I want her magic touch. Yeah, 'cause maybe then you'd want me just as much. And I've got a girl crush. And I've got a girl crush. I don't get no rest, I don't get no sleep, thinking about her under your bed sheets. The way that she's whispering, the way that she's pulling you in. Lord knows I tried to get her off my mind. And I wanna taste her lips because they taste like you. And I wanna drown myself in a bottle of her perfume. And I want her long blonde hair, and I want her magic touch. Yeah, 'cause maybe then you'd want me just as much. And I've got a girl crush. I've got a girl crush. I've got a girl crush. I hate to admit it, but I've got a heart rush. It ain't slowing down. Woo! All right, friends, that'll do it for this edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Thanks for checking in. Cindy says, really enjoyed this evening with you all. Love these nights, Bruce. You created such wonderful moments. Thank you so much. Well, it's my honor to have you here. None but love. So as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy, your immune system's bolstered up. So grateful to see you here. I'll archive this show immediately. Thanks, Z. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. I will be back Friday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Fiesta Friday. I'm going to be officiating a wedding on Saturday afternoon. Then I'm heading up to Sedona to stay with my friend Evie. Z, you'll remember the last time I was up there months ago, her little cat, Dakota, sat right there behind me for the entire hour of my set. So she's going to be sitting in with me, and that little guy should probably be there too. So I'll be going live from Sedona on Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Soulful Sunday. So thank you all for checking in. Jenna, you're welcome. Thank you so much for allowing me to sing for you and your family. Yep, I will be back Friday night, 7 o'clock, right here for Fiesta Friday. See you then.